All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out week in, week out. We prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom known as America, Babylon, spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah. And, we're the people, the Hebrew Israelites, the people on this chart, the 12 tribes. And we come out to speak against this wicked kingdom, all right, and this wicked world, all right. And these are the charts known to the scriptures. Judah is the so-called Negroes. Benjamin, the West Indians. Levi, the Haitians. Simeon, the Dominicans. Zebulon, Guatemala to Panama. Ephraim is the Puerto Ricans. Manasseh is the Cubans. Gad, the North American Indians. Reuben, the Seminole Indians. Naphtali, Argentina and Chile. And Asher, Colombia to Uruguay, and Issachar is the so-called Mexicans, all right? These are the people on this chart, all right, according to the scriptures, that are promised salvation according to the Bible, the King James Version Bible, all right? The one that the world calls Jesus Christ, so-called calls Jesus Christ, did not come to save everyone. He came to save the people on this chart here, the 12 tribes of Israel. The people that have had the last 400 or 500 years have had the hardest go of life than anybody else on the planet, okay? The ones that are last hired, first fired, disenfranchised, forgot about. These are the people that society has looked against. But according to the scriptures, they're the ones that the Lord loves the most out of anybody else. All right, and we're here to prophesy the wicked against this wicked kingdom known as Babylon. All right, we got GMOs in our foods, chemtrails are spraying in our air. We can't even breathe. Some places they have water you can't even drink. All right, and they just had on last week on the news where they evicted and a lot of residents in Flint, Michigan. For not paying their water bill, okay? But specifically, how would you pay money for water that's literally undrinkable, breaking you out, disease infested, lead contaminated? But this is America, and this is exactly where we live in, and this is how wicked this kingdom has gotten, okay? Unemployment is through the roof, all right? I think the unemployment rate's about 18-19%. There's a wicked man who right now, who's in office, okay? Not to say that other man wasn't wicked himself, all right? Not to say that other man, Obama, that he didn't have an agenda, that he was just a puppet, okay? But you see how this man, what he feels about the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Hispanics and Native Americans, all right? He doesn't care. He says that Mexico sends us their worst, all right? And we're all type of bywords, black, Negro, I mean, you name it, colored, all right? And we see how America, how we seen that Esau, which is the so-called white man today, all right, who's literally running the whole world system right now. They run trade. Okay, the richest people on the face of the earth are some of the elites, so-called elites, like the Gettys, the Oppenheimers, the Rothschilds. These people secretly run whole countries and nations, all right? It was one of the Rothschilds, or one of the Rockefellers, I believe, I could be wrong, but said that basically that I care not who makes the laws or who they elect, pretty much, that let me rule over their country's finances, and I actually rule the people. So, right there, the elite of the world, the people that are running the whole world system, the world trade, the IFC bank, the treasury, these people that are running this world, they're the hidden people. And it doesn't matter who you see in the forefront, whether it's China, whether it's North Korea, whether it's the U.S., there are people that are running the world that have trillions of dollars, that would make Bill Gates look like a welfare recipient. That's how much money that they have, and they make they control the banks, they control the systems. All right, they control the economy. Therefore, they control you. All right, they set the debt to income ratio, whatever you have to pay. How fair is it that you have to pay almost 2 to 3 times the amount more than a person, some of these corporations? All right, Warren Buffett said that it wasn't fair that his secretary pays almost 3 times the amount that he pays in taxes. All right, his secretary. So it's not just us crying out saying that things are unfair, but it's even these elite, these people that have billions of dollars, they recognize it too. All right, but we deal with the Bible, and we deal with prophecy, what the Bible speaks of. All right, we're going to go to some scriptures and let the Bible speak. All right, because it's time for this wicked system to go down. All right. Go to Proverbs chapter 29. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. All right? So basically in this earth, whenever the wicked, all right, is multiplied, we see more transgressions on the earth. People doing deplorable acts. All right? How is it fair you to take your family, take your child to go into use a public restroom, and you've got a transgender person, okay, literally making up a gender as they go in the same bathroom as your child? How comfortable would you feel? All right? It's literally legal for you to have deplorable acts and sexual acts with animals. All right? This is this man's kingdom. I'm going to read it again. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. All right? I'll read the rest of it. But the righteous shall see their fall. Okay? So, we're looking forward when Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the one that the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, comes back and sets us in our rightful place. All right? Set us back in our right rulership. All right? Where we're not the tail, but we're the head. Okay? Because we're a special people according to the scriptures. All right? Above everybody else that the Lord says. I'm going to get that in Deuteronomy. This is Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. And the Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. All right, so the Most High created a certain group of people that are his favorite above everybody else on the earth. All right, it says so right in the Bible. So it specifies, all right, that the Lord has a certain group of people. And according to the Bible, they're the so-called Native Americans, Hispanics, and the Negroes. The people have had the worst go of things in this country. This country's been built on blood. The Indian land has been stolen from them. Okay, you have those people right there in that mountain place, Big Mountain, I think it's called, no, Standing Rock. Slack is Standing Rock. They're there and they're standing against, everybody's coming against, and they're standing about their land saying, we don't want this man, these companies, these corporations to drill and to dig holes, you know, on this land. This is land. This is the only land that we have that you guys haven't taken and you know, defiled, building another pipeline. All right. So guess what? They end up losing the battle with Standing Rock. All right. And they were kicked off that, forcibly removed by the federal government, and then they started their digging of the pipeline. Well, just here on the news, just a little while ago, they saw that they had a huge oil spill already. This is the same thing that they were afraid of. All right. that by defiling the land, all right, by capitalism and digging and literally taking land that wasn't there, they went against a treaty. This land was there, was designed for them, all right, and the federal government kicked them off their land and dug a pipeline, and there's still oil spills, all right, which goes into the water supply, the only water supply that these people have, these men, women, and children have, all right, that feed their cattle, that feed their horses, okay. But this is where this country is headed, all right. It's literally wicked, and we're not doing anything about it. But the one that the world calls Jesus Christ, he's going to come back, and he's going to put us in our rightful place, all right? There's not going to be any more pestilence, no more violence on our people, on our behalf, no more unarmed so-called black men get gunned down by the police, all right? No more so-called Hispanics getting deported from a place that was their own. California was Mexico. Arizona was Mexico. And New Mexico was Mexico. How is that these people needed documentation to live in a country that was once theirs already? All right? It doesn't make any sense. But these are the curses that the scriptures speak about. And that's why we go out everywhere in this country and we talk about the acts that the so-called white man, which is the devil Esau, that the Bible speaks of, all right, is all a part of, all right? There's nothing we can do about it but to prophesy the ending of this kingdom. And a lot of people are waking up. A lot of brothers in the rap industry are coming in the entertainment industry. You know, they're waking up to the aspect that they're Hebrew Israelites, that they're the Lord's chosen people. All right. Now, a lot of people are you know, they're losing their mind, thinking, hey, you know, this is great. Another celebrity, you know, that's waking up to the aspect that we're Hebrew Israelites, right? That's not a bad thing. But let's see what the scripture says about that. Because this is not vain talk. We prove everything through the scriptures. And the scriptures is our guidelines for everything that's going on in the world today. All the mayhem, all the violence, all the things that people can't understand. The Lord has given that to his people, that understanding to his people. All right? From the leaders of Great Millstone, Apostle Elder Tahar, on down. All right? Let's get that in the scriptures. Deuteronomy, since you're right here. Chapter 29, verse 29. It says, the secret things belong unto the Lord our power, but those things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do the words of this law. All right? So the promises in this Bible belongs to us, the people on this chart. The so-called Native American, Hispanic, and the Negroes, all right? The people that society has turned their nose up at, okay? Who's looked at as a laughing stock. Another athlete, all right? Another entertainer, rapper, somebody getting in trouble, somebody make us laugh, another comedian, right? But we're literally the chosen people of the Lord, and we had to come here and suffer because of the curses of our forefathers, the iniquities of our forefathers, all right? So a lot of people are waking up to the aspect that Kendrick Lamar, what Kendrick Lamar said, I got the DNA through my veins, all right? They recognize and they waking up to the fact, what would music be like without somebody like, you know, like them cats? Bringing that to the table. I got DNA in my veins. I got the DNA of kings in my veins. All right, priests. You know, royal. That's something that these other nations can't understand. All right, because what they have in their veins is this heathen, vagabond, pagan pagan blood going through their veins. And that's what they do. Get tattoos, smoke weed, commit adultery. These are these things that are very prominent in our society, all right? It's because the scriptures weren't for them. They don't understand the scriptures, all right? Let me read it again. Deuteronomy 29:29, the secret things belong unto the Lord our power, but the things which are revealed belong unto us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. All right? And that's the thing. People don't want to hear the law. They don't want to do what's right. They want an easy path, an easy life. All right? They're selfish. If it doesn't pertain to them, and if it doesn't make them any money, and if it doesn't profit them or their family, they don't want nothing to do with it. All right? But the words and the law was given as a covenant to a certain group of people, all right? Which are the Hebrew Israelites, all right? The people on this chart, all right? But yeah, everybody's waking up now to the fact that that the Hebrew Israelites are the people that were put here in slavery, that are called all type of crazy things by President Trump, all right? Saying that Mexico sends the worst of the worst. But if they said that, I saw something that said there's over 11 million undocumented people in this country. If all 11 million people that's undocumented went back, let's say they got deported and they went back to their countries, wherever that was, Mexico, whatever, this economy, this country will break down. They do the jobs that nobody else wants to do. All right, they work. They're your worker laborer type jobs, your construction, and not even the glamorous type of construction. The cool, you know, sitting there getting paid like a foreman and making crazy. I'm talking about literally the worst type of construction jobs. All right, cleanup crew, sanitation. All right. So if these people, 11 million undocumented people in this country left, this society and this economy will collapse because they doing the jobs that nobody else wants to do. All right? And that goes back just on that in the northern tribes, you know, starting with the head, which is Ephraim, all right, which are the Puerto Ricans on down, all right? But the Mexicans are the hardest working people, period. All right? So, get to these scriptures that show that these people are waking up. But now it's become a fad to be a Hebrew Israelite. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 26. Become a fad to be a Hebrew Israelite, to be like, hey, you know, I believe this too. I got DNA in my veins. Let me rock this beard. Let me rock this garment and these fringes, all right? Let me show you what I'm about. Take a trip back to Israel, all right, and drink some of that dirty piss water, and go do some davening at the wall, which is literally try to impregnate that deity, that spirit, into the wall. All right.